What system is Barr talking about when he says the Democrats want to tear it down? Both parties want the same and actively work for it. They want a strong Wall Street. Both the Democrats and Republicans gloat when the stock market goes up on their watch. That only shows how well the very wealthy are doing, not the overall economy. Today, our unemployment numbers are Great Depression numbers, but Bezos, Gates, and others are doing very well. Both parties support war, the war economy, and U.S. imperialism. The Democrats even give Trump more than he asks for in his war budget. Both parties reject universal health care and believe it's the insurance industry that should control our health care. The Affordable Care Act, so exalted by Obama and his party, was the Republican brainchild of the Heritage Foundation, enacted previously by Republican Governor Mitt Romney of Massachusetts. No one in Washington's leadership supports real Palestinian rights, and both see Iran as a destabilizing force in the Middle East, and everyone in Washington, including members of the Squad, support the illegitimate overthrow of the Maduro government in Venezuela. It is on social issues that there is difference, and it is here that the white supremacist Republicans fear any progressive changes within the black communities. They are law and order, meaning keeping blacks in their place, no different than their KKK brethren of the 60s, even though many were Southern Democrats. They openly support school choice, code for privatized charter schools, which they say is what black Americans want, as our public school system fails due to their refusal to fund it adequately, but the lack of funding also comes from the Democrats. Barr claims that part of the tearing down of our system is mail-in ballots, which they say will be monumentally flawed, when the reality is that more people will vote and vote them out. The Democrats want such voting, but, like the Republicans, they too suppress the vote. They do it by rigging their primary system to eliminate the one person, both in 2016 and 2020, Bernie Sanders, who was all but guaranteed to defeat Trump. And to support Wall Street, they instead selected Clinton and now Biden, who promised no change and to back up Wall Street over the needs of the people. The last absurdity of Barr is simply calling the Democrats left. In what universe are the Democrats left? The Republican Party of the 1950s was far more progressive than them. Both parties are right and far right of center. Trump is an anomaly, and most Republican legislators would secretly be just as happy having Biden in office, just like they were happy with Obama's policies, except that he was the first black president and they couldn't stand that.